Okay, it seems that we are live with you just after your performance, Mr. Barenboim and Mr. Hindoyan. I'm really happy. That was lots of excitement for you too, I hope. Your debut with this Prokofiev violin concerto, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
It is always funny funny. It's always amazing performance after like few days rehearsing to finally just be on stage with the tension that the stage and the adrenaline that the stage give us, with the youth and with this youth orchestra. Fantastic, by the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
And it's always amazing to see what's going to happen.
Of course, but it is, also for me, I mean, as an observer and a listener, it's also very interesting to see how you two encourage yourself, how you work actually as friends and colleagues, right? From your
we know each other very well.
We know each other for a while.
How long is it?
We play in the same orchestra since 2006 in the West Eastern Divan, and one in front of each other because I was
West
playing
Eastern Divan Orchestra.
West Eastern Divan Orchestra.
Yeah.
And one in front of each other because he's the concertmaster and I used to play leader of the second violins in some of the years. So we were used to communicate.
But when did you start? Was it really early age when you start in this orchestra, or was it? I mean, do you put you inside this orchestra as a musician that made kind of a lot of progress already, or is it kind of a start for everybody equal? Are you picked? Everybody, you first?
I joined the orchestra when I was 14, so I wasn't exactly a great violinist yet.
That's very old already.
Yeah, it's old compared to some of the other members that joined when they were, 10. But I was 14, so actually a lot of my musical education was happening in that orchestra in the context of the divan. So I learned most of the things that I know there. I would say. I don't know, you were older, so...
Well, I was older, but I can tell you that also a lot of the things I've learned was there. But not only, music.
Yeah,
and then you can use it for the violin, for the conducting, but it was completely pure music.
Yeah, and personally, probably you gain from this mixture of cultures also in West Eastern Divan Orchestra as well as in Simon Bolivar, right? As well as we want to do it here in Ljubljana International Orchestra. What we do is to teach people how to be tolerant, how to be, how to overcome social differences and stuff like that. I think this is kind of an important part before you do music together, isn't it?
Well, I mean, there's a couple of things. First of all, I can only speak about the divan because that's the thing that I took part in. And one of the main things that makes the divan work, I would say, is the level. Mm-hmm. There's no compromise at all on the musical level. So we always try to achieve the highest possible standards. And that, in turn, makes it possible to send out a humanistic message. I think it doesn't work the other way. It doesn't work that you have a fantastic humanistic message to send out, but then you don't play well. Yeah. So that was the primary kind of idea behind the construction of the project itself, is to put the music and the standard of playing and performance first and at the very highest possible level.
Yeah, can you compare it to Simon?
Well, actually, I think it's a little bit quite the same. We wouldn't know so much about the Sistema without the level that Simon Bolivar Orchestra achieved, or without the level of my colleagues achieved internationally, and so. From the higher musical level, then we know what's happening socially in Venezuela. In Venezuela, of course, there is a completely different profile. It's not with a mixture of nationalities. It's 100% Venezuelan, but it's with a socially disadvantaged people, and not all of them, of course, and not anymore. Most of them, but that's the aim of the project. But the high musical level is the most important thing.
I think here, maybe, I don't know, you as a conductor, how you felt it here in this Ljubljana International Orchestra. You also tried to kind of make the same for everybody, and as you were focused musically and strict with your ideas, also small details, bowings, stuff like that, dynamics, articulation. Can you, can you think that, can you tell that this kind of mixture helps, stops provides new kind of level to build on then musically in the concert, or maybe even ahead in the rehearsals?
Well, you know, when these kind of orchestras meet, like there are not fixed orchestras that they know each other for a long time, and they don't have like a fixed concertmaster or a culture of sound that they play always in the same way. So it's important to put all these things together, like style, bows, phrasing, and really try to go deep into it. I was shaping in a Western Divan in Venezuela youth orchestra, so I really think I know how to deal after from the podium to a youth orchestra, because I've seen great conductors doing it when I was in the orchestra, and I've seen the results. So that's what I try to do this week with them.
Yeah. But your start, I mean, you are a violinist, and your family is almost completely pianists, aren't they?
Yes.
How did that happen?
That's when we moved to Berlin. Basically, I switched to the violin. The violin being something that I seem to have liked when I was 7, so that's what happened.
It was just your choice?
It wasn't exactly my choice. I don't think anyone chooses anything when they're 7, but I seem to like it when I was 7.
Yeah.
They suggested.
And you still like it, I think.
A little bit, sometimes, not always. But yeah, look, I mean, for me here it was the first time with this concerto, so I'm obviously in lack of experience to really speak about it much. But I'm one experience richer from this, and I'm very grateful for that.
Mm-hmm. Do you also take the knowledge or advice from your father?
Of course.
You do?
I take the
practice
knowledge
together?
I take the knowledge and advice of anyone. Really, I don't think I'm so great and so advanced that I can basically do anything without any kind of help. So I'm always willing to listen to anyone who has something to say.
Sure, but
musically.
I imagine, you know, with this kind of famous musical family, you don't do always music together, right? Everybody is
no, of course
on
not.
No,
it's a family. It's a family. It's a family. You sit, you talk, you eat.
Watch football.
Yeah, but I do most of that on my own, I have to say. But yeah, no, it's just a family.
Yeah, and your family, is it?
My father is a violin player.
Right?
Yeah, my mother no, but my father is a violin player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you have sisters?
Yeah, they are not musicians. No, my father and me. Only. It's enough.
That's really good. But now I can say that you really started your career very well. I mean, when we met in Cadaqués in Spain, this was
2010. Yeah.
2010, right? Was it? That was actually the start, wasn't it?
I finished my studies in 2008 in Geneva, and since then I have been just starting, and now it's like taking MBC.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And Mr. Hindoyan, your musical background, if I may reveal some things, you know. I mean, for me as a also musician, I also like to admire, you know, the chance that you have had to work with Abbado and with Mehta and with Daniel Barenboim, of course. How was it with your personality? How much did you take? What did you left behind?
I used a lot my violin for that. I'm a violin player, still in present. Yeah, I'm a violin player, and I really had the chance to play with Mr. Barenboim, of course, like all the time. Very often with Mr. Abbado, with Haitink, with Kergiev, with Dutoit, with a lot of big conductors. And when I was always in the orchestra, I was just trying to learn as much as I can, with my aim behind that I want to conduct. And of course, after as a conductor, I got to be assistant of Mr. Abbado for 1 month and a half in 2010. Back then, rest in peace nowadays, I learned a lot, and of course lucky to be the assistant of Mr. Barenboim in the Staatsoper Berlin, where it's not a job, it's just a school of music.
So you're very busy in Berlin recently. What is your schedule for a week, for example? What do you do in the opera?
Well, you know, you are inside of the opera productions, stage rehearsals, musical rehearsals, attend the symphonic concert rehearsals. I get to conduct myself a repertoire of the opera, during the year.
That must be huge by now.
I did a lot of Traviatas this season, and yes, I'm doing a lot of opera this time.
And as we know, the Prokofiev was your debut now. Are you planning to play it more and more? Would you just leave it behind now for a while? What are your plans? Where can we listen to you in the future months with this concerto?
I mean, learning something to just play it once is always a pity. So I'm going to play it one more time. Until now, it's only one more time in Belgium in May. But maybe something will come up for the future. But for now, that's the only fixed date that I have for this concerto. I'm going to learn the second one as well. I'm going to play the Bartók concerto as well. All things that I have to learn and I have to play for the first time. So for me, this is it's a kind of busy couple of months on that front. But I'm very happy to do all of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And where we can meet you, on which stage in Europe or elsewhere?
Well, soon.
Soon, yes.
After tomorrow in Graz, doing Turandot.
Oh, that's good. I mean, so the listeners can follow you straight from Ljubljana to Graz.
After tomorrow in Graz,
and then you return to Berlin?
And then I go back to Berlin and be the assistant in 2 opera productions, Tannhäuser and Simon Boccanegra. And then from end of April till June, I will get guest conducting. It's in Spain, in Japan, and in Germany.
Okay, so these are big plans. I wish you all the luck and good work and goodwill and good music. I have to tell you, we are everybody so grateful that you came. It was a pleasure for the whole orchestra and the organization to be able to host you in Ljubljana. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much. Please come back again, and congratulations once again for the wonderful concert.
Congratulations to you also for the wonderful festival you have.
And now we continue with Beethoven,
yes,
the famous Fifth. So let's go and prepare. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
She's never danced all by herself. Her dreams we all chase, nothing else. Most beautiful ones ever seen. Been whispering stories unreal. And there she's taking on the world. Passionate, it looks absurd. The sun strokes her hair when she's passing by. Clouds by the wayside in tears. There's more to her secrets than meets the eye. Don't miss her and try not to blink. Can we share the stars and nothing more? Can we take your hand and never let go? Carrying lines engraved in our hearts. Here we know belong with you. Won't you share the stars? He's by the stars. Light them up with friends, with strangers, makes us start. So catch our hearts with the song you sing. Love is all it needs for you, for you. Clocks come to a standstill when she's around. Storms always make way for a new day. Watching her sheep sail with a milder sound. Although it's unthinkable, she goes for more. Yeah, she goes for more.